Now to the latest on a series of earthquakes that rattled sections of Northern California today. The initial quake shook items off of store shelves and kitchen countertops and rattled the nerves of Humboldt County residents. This video was sent to us by Catherine Titus, who lives in Ferndale. People felt the 7.0 quake across a big region of Northern California. In fact, we got calls into our newsroom from people in San Joaquin and Stanislaus counties reporting they were feeling the shaking even that far south.
Yeah, the quake triggering a tsunami warning. It was canceled, though, about an hour after the quake. The quake was centered just off of the coast of Humboldt County. The town of Ferndale was not far from the epicenter, as you can see. This is a seismically active part of our state. The quake knocking items off walls and shaking some buildings in Northern California. In the video, this is out of Eureka. You can see the pets scrambling in the background and the Christmas tree and the ornaments start to shake there.
People at some businesses spent the day cleaning up the mess after merchandise was shaken off the shelves. These are pictures from the Golden Gate Mercantile in Ferndale showing you what the mess looked like there. This store was filled with merchandise for the holiday shopping season, and as you can see, some of that fell onto the floor, but it didn't appear to be damaged.
It was a pretty good shake. It lasted, I would say, 5 to 10 seconds, pretty violently. A lot of stuff had come crashing down out of our closets and stuff.
Okay, Area 3's Sarah McGrew is in Ferndale tonight to show us what people in Humboldt County have been dealing with.
I've been talking to residents and store owners here in Ferndale. A lot of them were home when that 7.0 magnitude earthquake hit. They said it was somewhat of a rolling sensation. A lot of the store owners came in to check on their stores. Most didn't have too bad of damage, but some did, like the Pearly Gate here, where a lot of those items fell off of shelves during the earthquake. A woman told me that the owners of the Pearly Gate are an elderly couple. The woman is at home taking care of her husband right now, and so they haven't been able to clean up that damage inside. But there's already been community organizing to make sure that it does get cleaned up tomorrow morning. Other stores say that they didn't have too much damage. There's a liquor store that has racks installed. They said that they didn't really lose many bottles. And then a wine store as well says that their building has recently been retrofitted, and because of that, there wasn't much damage.
First of all, I was very surprised by the lack of damage. We didn't have any broken bottles at all. We had quite a few broken glasses, and things had moved around the room, but there really wasn't all that much damage at all.
Here fared really well. With all the racks that we had put up a year and a half ago, we lost maybe a few beers and a few sodas in the back. That's the only thing that weren't secured, that were not locked down, one or two in the cooler. Beyond that, the racks did all their jobs, and we were very secure and very lucky compared to a lot of the other businesses here in town.
And tomorrow night is Ferndale's big downtown holiday event. So right now the community is really just trying to come together and make sure those shops that were impacted are ready for that.